Hey, Aquarius, intuitive soul coach here with your September 2023 love and family reading. Welcome back to my channel if you are returning, and welcome if you are new. These are general readings. Please take what resonates and leave the rest behind. If you are interested in a personal reading or entering into the free monthly reading giveaway, you can find both of those links in the description box below. All right, either some of you are dealing with maybe the loss of a pet, you may be getting a new pet, or you could have a farm, because I'm getting animal energy right away here, Aquarius, quite strong. So I do feel that there are new opportunities here for you to feel unconditional love, and that may have felt a little bit cut off from your energy here. Now there's a spiritual realization. You're realizing that something was denied to you, or something may have been closed to you possibly in the past, or it wasn't available because it was redirecting you to move towards either more healing, or to look at something from a new perspective, or to realize that something wasn't in your highest good. So I feel that whatever is not available to you at this time, it is actually, Aquarius, to allow you to have this spiritual awakening, because you have this pine cone energy. This is all about a realization, realizing why something was kept hidden from you, why something wasn't available at the time. Or for others of you, it's about opening up that heart center. It's about love after loss. It is about reviving situations that maybe you thought were dead. So I do feel here that this birdhouse showing up is about safety and security. It wouldn't surprise me to see the Four of Wands, the death energy. I'm also getting temperance, as well as I feel Four of Cups, because I feel like there was an opportunity here in the past that maybe you weren't able to see through some sort of pain or heavy emotions. But we're going to dive into your reading here and see what is coming in for you in the month of September. But I am getting here through this spiritual awakening, which is happening for you in the month of September. You're going to see why something was cut off from you. So let's dive into your Celtic cross, Aquarius, and see what is showing up for you. All right, your overall energy, getting back on track. It is about you being able to build more of that safety and security in your world, because something may have spiraled. There's the Judgment card here showing up as your challenge. Yeah, something may have spiraled based on a choice that you made in the past, and it caused a lot of pain. It caused a lot of anguish, possibly even some judgments. This could be family judging you for the way that you've decided to live your life. There were some sort of truths that came out here, I feel, as well. There's the Six of Cups. I was getting that Four of Cups, but I was also feeling a little bit of a one-sided energy. So we do see that something here may have felt a little bit lopsided or one-sided. So we're just going to pull all the cards out here of your Celtic cross. I definitely see healing taking place, though. You're undergoing a lot of transformation. You are all in, is what I'm getting. When it comes to your own healing and doing what is best for you, Aquarius, you are all in. Now, the only card we're not going to take a peek at is the final outcome. We'll take a look at that at the very end. But what I'm getting here right away with the Eight of Wands is something felt like a train wreck. Something may have went off track for you, and it piled up, and then there was maybe an explosion. Even though I don't see the tower here, I feel like there could have been a tower in the past. Some of you, there was a lot that happened all at once. There could have been a loss. There could have been family dynamics. There could have been health issues. There could have been career. So it's almost like it all came at once, but you're getting your life back on track. Now, that train wreck could have happened 3 years ago. It could have happened, 3 months ago. But I feel for a lot of you, this is about things accelerating here at a speed that feels healthy and a speed that feels more comfortable with you. Now, for some of you as well, there was a delay. The Eight of Wands can be about movements. You wanted to move forward in matters of the heart, but you just couldn't. Why? Because something wasn't available at that time for you to move forward. Again, maybe you had to work on some healing. Something may have been denied or rejected for your protection, because you do have the padlock showing up. So what's happening here is, instead of in the past bulldozing that train through maybe a crossing that you shouldn't be crossing, right? I feel like there's a new path. There's some sort of alternate new direction here coming in for you, Aquarius. And I feel like that is the path that you are supposed to be on, okay? And this is opening up to you, and you're realizing that this is that path through a spiritual realization, through an aha moment. It could be even by being honest with yourself, you knowing that that path maybe wasn't the right way, but someone went down that path anyway because they wanted it so bad and they thought that was the way to get it. Now, for others of you, I do feel that some of you have family members that have cut you off. They've cut you off from feeling a sense of safety and security. There could have been a breakdown of communication, because we see here this birdhouse, it's a little bit tattered, right? It's a little bit old. Some of you may have had some old wounds that were affecting a communication or a relationship, specifically mother and child. It could be father-child as well, whether you are the mother, you are the father, or you are the child. Please take it as it resonates here. I also get that some of you have little ones that are leaving the nest, or you may have little ones that are starting school. They may be going off to college. Someone may be coming back home. They feel a sense of security at home as well. So they could be coming back home for a visit. Okay, there's a spiritual realization coming in. And I feel like the question you are asking is, what does my heart want, right? What does my heart want? Am I happy? So many times we get asked the questions of, how are you doing? Or, sometimes surface, there's someone who's coming in here that is going to ask you the deeper questions of life, or this is something you yourself are pondering, Aquarius. Some of you are dealing with an Aries, no such thing as coincidence, and it could be the Seven of Swords energy that we see here. Now, the challenge or the struggle for you, Aquarius, is dealing with some negative consequences that have happened based on choices or decisions that you or someone else made. Now, it's not a death sentence, right? It's just because there were decisions that maybe we made, right? You probably seen that crash or that wrong turn signal way down the road. You could see it from a mile away, but at the same time, you kept going closer and closer and closer. So you chose to go through with a situation here. And now you feel like you are dealing with the consequences of that energy, of that train wreck. You knew that a person was maybe suffering from mental health. Others of you knew that someone was spiraling, or you are holding some sort of blame, shame, or guilt. And it is time for you to lift that energy, because it's not yours to carry. It's not anyone's to carry. It is a consequence based on a choice or an action, but we don't have to hang on to that attachment. And that's what I see here as the challenge for some of you. Okay, you may have seen someone spiraling. This could be your own child as well. Maybe someone suffered from addictions or some sort of abuse, or their mental health was struggling, and you tried to do all that you could do, but it wasn't enough. And you may be carrying those heavy burdens saying, if I could have done more. We have to remember, Aquarius, that we are all a soul having a human experience, and the only thing we are responsible for is our own human experience, not that of another. There's a difference between, raising children and taking care of those that are younger, but I feel for a lot of you, this is someone that's older. Okay, this is you knowing that someone has to live their life. And just like you would raising a toddler, raising a child, you have to let them fall down, because that's how they learn how to walk. You have to let them, do things that teach them. And I feel for some of you, you may have been in a relationship where you were teaching someone. Maybe you felt like you were the caregiver, or you were the teacher, or you were the parent in a relationship that was supposed to be equal. And even though I don't see necessarily that Six of Pentacles. We do have the Six of Cups here in reverse, and I am getting Six of Pentacles vibe from this as well. So something may have felt a little bit one-sided, or it just didn't feel like there was the equal give and take, because someone may have really suffered from some childhood wounding as well. Now, the challenge for you is to know that you are worthy and deserving of this new opportunity, this new life, this new love, this new energy, a new vibrational frequency, Aquarius, instead of hanging on to the past. And that can be a struggle at times, especially when there's betrayal or there's hurt, or we feel like we've betrayed ourselves or another person. Now, what's below you? There's some deep anguish here. This Ten of Swords, this illustration of the Ten of Swords looks miserable, right? There's anguish, there's pain, and this isn't just physical. This is soul wrenching, deep anguish. This is some heart breaking wide open energy here. This is in the deep, deep past though. This is good that's in the past, because it means that you've already gone through the thick of things. You've already gone through the worst. So there may have been some sort of loss, a heartache, a heartbreak, some sort of situation that ripped your heart out, stomped on it, cut it up, spit it out, buried it, stomped on it again, right? It really felt like it was a dark night of the soul. And some of you have gone through that. This could have even been a 10-year cycle. Some of you, this was going on for 10 years. Okay. For others of you, we do have a lot of planetary shifts happening and some stuff from 16 years ago. Maybe you've heard me talk about this in prior readings, but a lot of stuff from 16 years ago, if you can remember. I mean, don't quiz me on my math skills here, but 2000, what is that, 6-ish possibly? 2006 or so. This is a time where it could be coming up for a review for you to heal once and for all, or you may see that cycles are ending that may have started in 2006 as well. So a lot of new beginnings here coming back around for you to do things in a different way. And that's why you have the Judgment here. The Judgment is about changing your life for the better. It is about regeneration. It's about a rebirth, a rite of passage, if you will. But you must heal the wounds of the past. You must embrace this change and no longer judge yourself for what you did not know, or in this case, what you did not do. Because some of you, there's shame, there's blame. Some of you are dealing with a narcissist and it left a big impact on you. All right, Aquarius, this is deep. Whew. Gotta take a little breather on this one. I'm also getting the name Nick, Nichols, Nicholas. Please take that as it resonates, Nick. All right, in the past, we have the Six of Cups in reverse. So in the past, you're stuck in the past. All right, so past position said that there's a lot of past energy. Whatever this deep anguish was for you, it's impacted you all the way up until the recent past and some, because something wasn't available for you to deal with. Maybe you thought that you were shut down so much that you weren't able to attract the type of love. Maybe there was a spiral effect, staying in a relationship that was no longer, maybe it never was in your highest good. Maybe it was some sort of deep loss that's affected your relationships. It could have been some childhood wounding when it comes to trauma response, right? So I feel that a lot of you have the key, and you're figuring out here in the near future, in the month of September, through this realization, through this spiritual realization, that you've held the key all along, and that you have that key to unlock this portal of this new life. You don't have to live in that old way. You can forgive yourself for what you did not know, but also allow yourself to embrace that you had the human experience that maybe your soul chose to have, even though we don't always see it that way in the human form, right? That human form says, why the hell, right? The ego says, why the hell would I choose something so painful? That just seems wrong. It doesn't seem fair. It doesn't. But when we start to say those things, it means we're putting ourselves in that victim mentality. We say life is happening to me, not for me, right? And I feel like you are realizing here through this spiritual awakening that you hold the key. Therefore, what you're bringing in here is some sort of revelation here, self-actualization. No more lying, no more hiding from the truth, no more betraying yourself, your beautiful heart here, Aquarius. So no more letting other people step on you, betray you, or push your boundaries or push your limits as well. because it's been done a time or two, I see. Seven of Swords is showing up in the reverse. So I do feel like there's some sort of dishonesty being revealed, whether within yourself, within others, but something is happening so you can see and get to the core of it. And this is really good because once you get to the core of a situation, this deep anguish that has happened in your deep, deep past, you'll finally be able to open up that gateway and start that healing. Because what's happening here for you, some of you, you're disconnected. You don't have the information that you need. Page of Swords. This is air element here, air energy, which is you, Aquarius. You want to find some strategic solution to move forward. Maybe strategy isn't the best way forward. Maybe it's seeing through the eyes of the heart, right? Being able to see it through a spiritual lens instead of that human ego-centered lens. Some of you, you're disconnected from the information that's right in front of you. You're disconnected to your intuition because you're trying to find the answers through the head space, which is a big thing that us air signs do. I get it. I'm a Libra. And this sometimes we need to drop down and we need to let our, our intuition, of course, guide us. But at the same time, you want to use the wisdom and the knowledge that you've gained from past experiences to learn the lesson. So when you can start to integrate both of them, when you can say, I've learned this, I see it in the brain here. The brain learns, the brain remembers. It's the control center, right? Then we can bring in our intuition to the mix and we can say, okay, soul, I've learned the lesson here. My brain remembers that happens, but I also want to tell myself a new story. And that new story is going to look different than the old one. So this is about you opening up to discovery in the near future. You may not have all the answers right now, Aquarius, on where this relationship is going or how to mend or how to heal. Whether this is a family member, it's dealing with a loss, dealing with some sort of anguish or pain, right? I feel like it's important for you to connect to your higher self. And by doing so, you'll also be able to dive into the Akashic records or to the, into your soul's wisdom. And you'll be able to see things from a higher point of view, which is going to allow you that spiritual realization here. It's going to allow you to heal and move forward. Because how are you doing? How are you feeling? Whew, you're feeling it. You are feeling it. Your emotions may feel like they're on overdrive lately, but I do feel here for you, Aquarius, you are highly intuitive. So this kind of goes a little bit counterintuitive with what we're saying, but I feel like it's about blending and integrating both your intuition and your mind, your intelligence, but to tell yourself a new story. And that's going to create more safety and security within your family dynamic. Some of you, your intuition was on point, or your intuition is right about a situation. You may not have proof, but you know. Okay, Queen of Cups, she is highly intuitive. She is someone who's very emotionally intelligent. And that could be what you feel like you need to dive into a little bit more is your emotional intelligence. There it is, right? Using both that left and that right hemisphere of the brain along with your intuition. So I feel like you're finding ways to bring this truth out, okay? To bring this truth out to awareness. There could be a situation of something in the past. Someone may have been involved with someone from their past as well, and you know about this. Or there could have been a childhood experience or situation that's come up that you didn't have access to, but you know, your intuition knows that's something, but you just need to kind of prove it, and that's going to allow you or help you to move forward. I hope that makes sense. Now, what's happening in your environment, Aquarius, is you're healing. This is about you earning a rest because you've been working really, really hard. Some of you are in private investigator mode here with this Page of Swords. And sometimes that mental energy that we use to try to find solutions to move forward in relationships, in matters of the heart, or in any area of our lives can leave us feeling mentally exhausted. And so for you or someone around you or both of you, it's important to allow yourself a time to pause, a time to reflect. I mean, we have Venus. I believe Venus is still going retrograde here, or maybe it's finally going direct, but we have now Mercury going retrograde. And so this is a really good time just to reevaluate. Is your heart on par with where you are going, right? Are you happy? Are you willing to commit to some sort of to healing, right? Is this where you want to be? Is this where you're going? Are you back on track, or are you feeling like things are needing to maybe fall apart, or they already have, in order for you to get on track here? Is there anything that you need to lock up, heal, and lock up forever with the padlock here? Something may not be available, but I certainly sense that your intuition knows that this is coming in here for you. So a lot of healing, right? 3 of Swords comes before the 4 of Swords, and this could be something that's happened in the deep past, a brutal ending or difficult, painful ending for you. But in your hopes and fears position, you're all in. And like I said in the beginning of your reading here, Aquarius, this is about you being all in with your soul's purpose, with what it is that you know on a deep level that you need to do when it comes to matters of the heart. Some of you want to love fiercely, and that may at times feel like it's a downfall or feel like it's a weakness, because you do love fiercely. You want to protect your family. You want to protect those around you. But who protects you at times? You do, right? There's always this energy here of I have to be strong. I cannot break. This person relies on me. I'm the rock, or I'm the glue. I have to be strong. Sometimes it's okay to not be okay. And the 7 of Wands shows up and says it's not that you're losing courage here. That could be a fear. What if I lose the courage and I just have a breakdown? And I've said this recently, it's okay just to let it all fall apart. It's okay to let that guard down and admit that you're not okay at times. And regardless, this is in the hopes and fears, so I'm not saying anyone is feeling this way, but it could be a fear because some of you have had a spiritual, mental, physical, emotional breakdown in the past. But it's important for you to remember that you are, after all, a soul having a human experience. So the human experience is messy, right? It's painful. It is beautiful. It is perfectly imperfect, right? It is flawed, and it is, heavy, and it is light, and it is joyful, and it is fearful. And we have all of these experiences, but we feel we need to hold it all together. Otherwise, the world's going to stop, right? No. 7 of Wands is saying that if you are feeling the pressure, or if you are in the company of anyone who you have to feel like you're walking on eggshells, or if you feel like you can't be you, or if your guard or your defenses are constantly up, then what are you doing? What are you doing either in that relationship, or what are you doing to heal, to take part in your own responsibility or your own healing, to be in this union where you can fully open up and be you? And if that's not possible because of someone else's energy, then I think that you're doing some serious rethinking. Final outcome. Aquarius, final outcome for you. This isn't going to resonate with everyone. This is a deep reading here, and I feel like it's for those of you Aquarians who have dealt with some deep anguish. There's your new beginning, beautiful souls. There is your new beginning. Ace of Coins. Aces are beautiful. Aces represent that new beginning, and you have it showing up here. So what is this new beginning going to look like for you? Is it going to be based on judging yourself, judgments based on the past? Are you going to live in this energy? If you can just look here, right? Half of that there, she's, protecting, she's fearful. It says karma, right? Karma on this part of her necklace, which is really interesting. Some of you may also have a K in your name. Kali, Carmen, Cassidy, I'm getting here as well. That could be C, spelt with a K. But I feel like it's important for you to know that you can live in this light. You could live in this light instead of hiding who you are. But some of you also miss the old you. You miss when things were fun, when they were exciting. You miss that old lifestyle that you've had. Now, I'm not saying that old you is lost, but it could be that you're embracing that piece of you that's been lost for quite some time, but you're integrating it into some sort of new beginning. Okay, Ace of Coins is all about new opportunities for love, for abundance, for security, for safety. Some of you have chose a safe path here, but it doesn't feel like you're being honest maybe with who you are. It's okay to just go rogue, go wild, run naked and free, right? There's an oracle card that says live naked and free. And I'm getting that here for you as well. Of course, I mean, some of you, maybe you're going to go live in a country where everybody walks around naked and they're free. Great. Awesome. If that is your thing, that could be yours. But the Ace of Coins is about having this new beginning, one that you forgive the energies of the past because they don't belong where you're going in the future. All right, this is deep. Jeez. All right, if you guys are resonating with this, please feel free to hit that thumbs up button. It certainly helps the channel. It helps those get the messages that they need. Let's see what else is coming in here for you, Aquarius. All right. Your final message. We have the happy card. This is what you want, right? Who doesn't want this happiness, Aquarius? Who doesn't want to feel abundant and exciting? And look at this. You can't make that up. There's that keyhole that we just talked about. I'm just seeing if there's an actual key here on the card. But like I said earlier, I feel like you are holding the key. There could also be some sort of celebratory energy coming in after a long time of pain, right? This new beginning here could be celebrating a new love. It could be celebrating a home, celebrating a birthday, some sort of win as well. Some of you, you have a milestone that's going to make you really happy here. I'm also going to read, because some of you are still stuck in discovery, I'm going to read the reversal on this as well. Okay, it's card 26. Some of you are born on the 26th. You may also be in a personal year 8 or a life path 8 as well. All right, Aquarius, 26. This is all about joy and contentment. It's about a sense of fulfillment and a feeling that all is well. So for those of you that are still feeling the effects of some sort of pain, hurt, or loss, trust when I say that happier times are coming in. But first of all, you must lighten up, because this is a time to be ridiculous and silly, right? That's what this Page of Swords is. Look at him. He's ridiculous. He's silly, but he's trying to be so serious, wearing that cute little, fancy top and the jeans, but he has that right creative mind there. So it's time to have fun, loosen up. Some of us are overthinking the heck out of things. We have so many swords here. We have the 4 of Swords, Page of Swords, 7 of Swords, 10 of Swords. So a lot of your air element coming in, and it's important to lighten up and see the world through the eyes of a clown. Don't take yourself or any situation too seriously right now. Have fun, be playful, and make laughter the order of the day. You'll be surprised, Aquarius, how everything just seems to fall into place when humor leads the way. Being happy and lighthearted is a wonderful icebreaker. Life is meant for play as well as work, for laughter as well as tears, for celebration as well as focus. Smile and enjoy each breath and each moment, because miracles lie in the silly things today. Beautiful. So when it comes to relationships, there are moments in a relationship when you just feel good about with whom you are with, and you know that your heart is wide open. To befriend, to love, and to care for another without wanting anything in return. This is the kind of happy that you just want. You want in your life. You want to share it. You want to feel it. You want to embrace it. The appearance of this card in a reading tells you that joy and contentment are here, right? Or they are coming in. They are showing up in your energy field. And the grass is greenest right where you stand. So be grateful and delight in your relationship. And if you're seeking one, be happy now, because happiness attracts more of it, like bees to honey. Pay attention to the bees is what I just heard here as well, which is interesting, because I feel for some of you, bees may be showing up. Some of you may be allergic to bees as well. Maybe that's the message. But I feel if you see a bee, whether it is on a television show, whether it's out in nature, whether it's on a shirt, some of you, maybe you have a wellness company where a bee is part of your logo signal or symbol here. I feel for some of you that is a signal from the universe saying that happier times are ahead, or it's reminding you to find joy in the things that bring you pleasure. okay? The things that bring you pleasure, because like a bee building that honey, the sweet results await here. And I feel like it is important for you to embrace in these happy moments. Be silly, right? Go to an amusement park, go to a water park. Some of you may already have this planned. Celebrate a child's birthday party or an adult's birthday party, and go, have fun times, dance in the rain, bring about a sense of happiness. And there's also, they're showing me, and they're saying zoom in, and I can see it now. I wasn't able to see it before, is that hummingbird. So hummingbird could be of significance for you as well. Some of you, the hummingbirds are reminding you to fill the feeder, but this can also be in search of the sweet nectar, right? That's right in front of you. So I'm getting here that a lot of you, there's wild flowers all around. And this is about you deciding which opportunities are bringing the sweetness to you. Being funny, being silly. Some of you are going to meet someone who's quite humorous, okay? For those of you looking for love, I feel like there is an opportunity here for you to change your life for the better and attract this new beginning by being happy, being in that energy, so you attract what it is that you seek. And for those of you that are struggling with a relationship at this time, there is a new energy coming to the mix. Whether you decide to heal and mend and stay or part ways, whatever you decide here, I feel like there is a new opportunity coming in. Trust that whatever decisions you make at this time, Aquarius, are going to be in your highest good. I hope this resonates, beautiful souls. If so, please feel free to hit that thumbs up button. Feel free to share, like, comment, hit that subscribe and bell if you haven't already. Thank you so much for being here, sweet souls. Lots of love.